We together are delving deeper into lesson number 30. William Barclay called Revelation 18:1 through 3 a doom song. Now, most of the chapter is rather poetical. There are parallels in the Old Testament. Isaiah sings of the doom of ancient Babylon and Edom, and Jeremiah also has a doom song for ancient Babylon. The prophet Zephaniah focuses on Nineveh, stanzas that contain such word pictures as like Sodom and Gomorrah, full of howling creatures. He shall stretch a line of confusion over it and a plummet of chaos over its nobles, shall become a heap of ruins, a haunt of jackals, a horror and a rising, and what a desolation she has become. Now, Cain, the murderer of his brother Abel, is credited with building the first city. Now, it was built east of Eden, and that's why Michael W. Smith sang a long time ago, "Go west, young man, and let the evil go east." Genesis chapter 10, it concerns the Tower of Babel. Sodom and Gomorrah are cities that we read about in Genesis 14. Now, the problem with cities is that they often create a culture that majors on the sensual and the material. Cities often harbor corruption and cruelty, violence and wickedness, all the things contrary to the life that God has called believers to in Christ. Now, in the city, people tend to be more secular, so you face more pressure not to practice your faith openly. City living often involves this fast-paced lifestyle that can make it really difficult to make time for contemplation or being an active participant in a believing fellowship. Most of us live in such an environment. Now, we come out of the city by being salt and light in the city. As salt, we must involve ourselves in preserving goodness and promoting kingdom values, kingdom morality, and love. Believers do so through engaging others with kindness and respect, compassion, and encouragement. As light, we are to expose injustice through advocating for the marginalized in our community. By living a Christ-like life, you become a beacon of light that draws people to God. So we come out of the city by being God's ambassadors in the city. And believers do so by living a spirit-filled life, creating a positive example of how everyone can live their lives to the full. Now, the daily practice of the 7 habits of the disciple are just essential. Bible study, prayer, fellowship, service, worship, obedience, and contemplation. Those are your thriving tools for living in the city. We don't come out of the city by physically leaving. We come out of the city by living holy lives in the city.